All right, take two. Just did a 30-minute video on this hood. Guess I'm going to do it again because camera things. So I've had a bad week. And anybody that's watched my show, all you guys, is saying that I generally have a pretty good attitude. I don't have a good attitude this week. So if you don't like a bad attitude, skip it. I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be a bad week. None of this fun stuff this week. I mean, I'm still the same guy, just a bad week. All that camera can't seem to figure out the light and the focus. So I've got it on this. I got the other camera, the one that I know the quality is not as good. But I just got done watching the first video that I made with the good camera that the quality is better. And it was constant focus readjustment. It was unwatchable. I almost put it out anyway. So now we've talked about cameras more than we have trucks. Let's get started on the video. Hi, I'm Darren. This is Darren 67 to 72, where I work on 67 to 72s, or at least I used to. Just kidding. So I've painted half my hood. Let's get this covered and move on to something else. I did it on purpose. I knew it wasn't perfect. I wasn't expecting perfection yet. Well, at all. But I knew I had a couple little spots in it. Folks, I'm telling you that nothing good about this hood. Not one thing. I was a fool to even think I could fix this. But now I've got, I don't know, a month and a half into it. I know, on and off. I take a break. I should have just had Tom get a new hood. He offered. But I wanted to challenge. Yeah, well, that didn't work out very good for me either. So let's get to it. So I sprayed this half with paint. And the idea with doing that is the paint locks in your primer. It locks in all your body work. What I mean by locks in is the paint is harder to sand than the primers. And I'm at the point where I'm trying to fix an imperfection and I'm over sanding good stuff. It gets frustrating. So if you paint it, which by the way, a can of paint's about $10 and a can of primer is about $10. So the cost isn't any different. The theory with painting it is you lock everything down and then whatever imperfections you have, you can deal with those. And when you go to sand your imperfection, like, I don't know, if you use a little more filler or if you use just some primer filler, when you sand that primer filler, you can see, in this case, white, which I never liked and now I hate with a passion because you can see everything perfectly. Everything bad perfectly. I don't even know what to say. This spot right here is good. And when I got the hood, there was a great big dent right here that I worked out from the inside, and I worked it this way, and I flattened the nose. Honestly, that turned out good. The little spot right here. And the top is crisp. And it's pretty square. Although right in here, I got a little, there's a little. Yeah, I'm leaving it. But if you stand here and look at it, there's just a little cut in right here. I don't know why. And I got a spot right there that's going to have to be filled. But what I'm getting at, what's good for you guys, rather than just me sitting here going, I've screwed up everything and be a complaint video, which isn't doing anybody any good, is let's look at what we've learned and what we're going to do with this. I've learned that I'm never doing white again. But I've got sanding scratches and everything. Whatever. I got a low spot here. I'm not going to cover everything. There's too much. A low spot here. I got some texture there. It looks like I got a handprint there. I got like, I don't know, little pecks. Must have been some bubbles in my filler I didn't see. So those have to be fixed. That little debit there. I got a textured spot there. It needs more sanding. I got a line right here. Must have been from some filler or something. That's going to have to be sanded out. What else I got going on? I got like a little spiral thing there, which is where I sanded out a low spot, but you can see it. Even though I feathered it out, you can still see it. Well, I mentioned the handprint. I got a hair that landed down here. I don't have it here, so it ain't mine. I got a couple of chips on the edge I didn't fix. Looks like my sander, I tilted my sander a little bit right there. That's got to be fixed. Piece of lint fell in right there. I can go on all day. I got a little line there. It's something. You got sanding scratches all through here. The entire back of this is kind of rolled. I don't know who did that. We're not fixing that. That's the whole back's rolled off on the metal. I don't know. It sucks. But we got 3 coats of paint on there. I overlap the center on purpose. So there's 3 coats on the center. When I spray paint that side, I'm going to drift my paint past the center line. So I'll have 6 coats of paint on that. That will be my initial set. Now we can fix all these imperfections. And boy, there's plenty of them to be fixed. Once we get the whole hood to that point, we can put on 3 more coats, the whole hood. So we're going to have 6 coats of paint on this. 12 coats on the center because of overlap. The reason I do that is because on that overlap, you're going to have that dry dusting, the overspray. But with 12 coats of paint, I can wet sand that and buff it out. That's the purpose in having extra paint. Not to mention that the rest of this is all going to have at least 6 good coats of paint on it. So, oh look, I found a little spot right there I didn't notice before. Great. But when you have 6 coats of paint on a car, 12 on the center, you got plenty of room to wet sand. You got plenty of paint that you're not going to burn through when you're sanding on an edge or something, or when you polish this car. I don't know if I'd ever polish this car. I don't think it's going to be polishable quality. But at that point, you're not rubbing through your paint on these hard body lines. So having the extra coats of paint, they're going to be helpful. I've talked about this all I want to. If you guys want to hear more about it, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to skip it. This side's a better side, I'm sure of it, but I can't do it right now. Maybe I'll paint it before I leave, just so I can go home really mad. Honestly, though, I think this side's pretty good. I didn't bother you guys with hood talk for the last 3 weeks or a month. I know you get tired of seeing it and hearing it, just like this door we're going to deal with in a minute. I've been working on that for a month, and you guys have been looking at it. And I didn't get the cab flipped over yet. We'll talk about that too. So let's move along. Let's get away from this hood for a minute. Now, in the last video, I flipped this door over. The video that you're not going to see because it was so flashy and the focus was so bad, you couldn't watch it. I already said that once, didn't I? Got a little flashy on this one. But I flipped the door over, and I'm not flipping it back just for the video because then I'll have to flip it again. I don't know. Good enough. I don't know if this is the week to ask you guys to like and subscribe, but do me a favor. All right. So I flipped the door over. The other side that you didn't get to see, because that was the last video, it didn't come out. Didn't work out. I got all of it primed, sanded, all the seams look good. Everything looks really good. The body works good. I didn't paint it yet because I knew I was going to flip it over and work on it. But now we're on the side I want to be nicer. Here's what we got to deal with. I know your view ain't the best. Bear with me. You've seen it or you know about it. Somebody put in one of them great big mirrors. So they drilled holes in this top. I've welded those full. I still got to do body work on them. Looks like somebody wrapped a chain around the front of this door here, so that's going to have to be dealt with. Where they bolted this mirror to the door, those screws, and you tighten them down, they pull the metal up. So those are high spots, and if you just hammer them down, you'll end up with like bullseye rings that'll have to be filled, and that's just too much fillers. I don't know what I'm doing with those. I can't get to the inside to put something behind it to hammer. The door handle, not bad. A lot of these have been hit, and they'll be dented in around this part of the metal. We don't have that problem. Instead, we have a rust hole, which means the metal's thin there, and I'll have to deal with that. This handle's coming off. I don't know why I didn't take it off before I flipped it over. Just to cause myself more work. I'm still ranting and raving about garbage and things not going right. But this door, let me get you a better angle. This door, it's something else. But we're committed, just like that hood. We're not going anywhere. We're going to do this. This door has a low right here and comes up on this side and comes up on that side. And that's probably just going to be the way it is. Only because I don't think a 1/4 inch of filler to try and straighten this door would be a smart move. Right now, at least we're metal. So we'll mitigate that a little bit, but not much. And this bottom has just been hammered on and bent and door dinged. That front corner's got a nice dip to it. I don't know how thick the Bondo will be on that. I'm not lying, folks. This is what you get. You got to deal with it. You can see where I welded the back panel on right here and right here. That's fine. That means I got a good weld through there. It's not horrible, but yeah, it's bad. I'll work on that after I shut the video off. All right, let's look at the cab. Let's talk about something good. Can we talk about something good? I don't have much good for you. Oh, that's perfect view. So I painted the, like, and I got primer on it too, on my good new paint, because I didn't tape off enough. It'll come off. It's not a big deal. I painted this inner door jamb, rocker bottom. Excellent. Turned out excellent. I would trade it for that hood in a heartbeat to have that excellent and this not so excellent. Some dust in there scared me. Really good shape. Shiny, smooth, stamping ripples, obviously, but it turned out went really good. So there's some positive. I think we were working on that last week when the video was on. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, as they say. Yeah, I didn't get the inner roof done yet. So let's see. You already heard sanded paint, sanded, prime sanded, prime sanded, prime sanded. I think I primed and sanded it. Then I primed and sanded it. Then I put on my sealer. Remember, we had some rust, just some surface rust up in this area that was a little worse than I thought. What I mean by that is there's rust pecks in it. Well, you'd have thought with 6 coats of primer put on, taken off, sanded, and done, I'd have got them all. But when I put my sealer on, well, I got a little run right there and a little run right there because you're painting a wall, basically. And I was left-handed. I'm just not that good left-handed. So I re-sanded that, and there's still going to be those little rust pecks in it. And Tom, sorry, buddy, I'm done. See, you climb in here. Now, this is the easy part. On this side, because when I get in the middle, I got to climb inside the lift. But for right here, this is easy. Well, kind of easier. And you get in here and you get all comfortable. No, not going to get comfortable. And you start to sand, and all that's falling right here in your face. Your eyelashes are getting thick with powder, and you think, well, I got to get a mask on. I've got a full shield. I'll grab that. And you put that on, and then you breathe in it. So you got like fog, 1 second of no fog, and then you breathe again. You got fog for 3 seconds, and then you got 1 second without fog. Yeah, fun. So you get this sanded, and it's all in your shirt, all in your face, all in your hair. Well, not my hair. I don't know, washing stuff out of my eyebrows. And you get it where it looks good. You can't hardly paint in here, you can see. And did I mention my shoulders are starting to hurt? So, I don't know. I'm close enough, it looks pretty good. I mean, I can see it. I can't get more than about 12 inches away from it. Yeah, Tom, you're going to buy a headliner. You don't have to. If you're not happy with it, Tom, or whoever's doing their truck, yeah, buy a headliner. It's not worth the work to keep sanding upside down and trying to get that right. I still got to paint it. And you know I'm going to have a run in it when I paint it. So we'll do a video later of me putting a headliner in this truck. I got a feeling. All right, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I can take. One bad week. I'll fix this bad week. It's just going to take 2 good weeks to make up for the one bad. That's all. Everybody's going to have them. You're going to have them. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. David, thanks for joining the channel. I hope you're not too disappointed this week. This isn't the greatest video I've ever made, but it's the reality. The reality of getting pissed off at what you did because it didn't work out right. That you put 4 hours into something and it's a waste of time, or worse than when you started. It's the reality. I want to show you guys what these trucks are about. I said I was going to show you things that you don't normally see on YouTube. Well, this week is one of them. It's all going to work out. It's all going to be fine. Hopefully you guys come back next week and see something I did and accomplish something that worked out good, because I'm not going to quit. I'm not giving up on it. It's going to happen. I have a better attitude. How about that? Meanwhile, look for the Loctite. Join, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell, blah, blah, blah. Do something, would you? And if you're lucky, I'll come back and show you my hood some more. I don't know how lucky that'll be, but it's going to work out. I'm going to get it. It's going to turn out nice. Hang in there with me. I'm going to hang in there with this, and I'm going to hang in there with you. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next week, and good luck with your project.